Here we go. Okay, I'm having a great chat with Aerin Holt. She is artistic director and principal choreographer, if not the choreographer, for California Contemporary Ballet in Glendale-based company there, founded in 1997, and they have been particularly famous for the past, I guess, 16 years has it been? The Snow Queen has been the annual Christmas show. Tell me a little bit about that, and then we'll do some dates about the new world premiere.
Well, as you mentioned, we've been doing the Snow Queen for 16 years, and it was a progression over all that time. Every year, kind of making it more interesting and changing things up and always adding things and getting to, this place where, it was, just sort of a very finished product. And, we started with a group of youth dancers, and then it turned into a ballet where we used professional dancers. And so it was a real progression, featuring the Snow Queen and the story by Hans Christian Andersen.
And then last year, you decided it was time for a little change up, or was that a couple years ago? What was the
Yeah, a
new
couple of
one?
years ago, I started thinking that I wanted to, work on something new for the season. After 16 years, I know people do Nutcrackers forever and ever, but I needed a change. So we started, and my dancers started kind of saying, "Hey, Snow Queen again." So even though it's a beautiful ballet and they loved it, they still love it. It's still very dear to all of our hearts. But I started looking for something new, and I didn't find anything. I read a lot of fairy tales, a lot of Christmas stories, a lot of various different fables and legends and folklore and what have you. And just this last summer, I was looking at fables and folklore about Jack Frost, and was looking at the various different, especially the Norse fables, the Norse legends of Jack Frost are very interesting. And there's a couple books written, and there's actually some movies written, and I started just kind of diving into this character because um, one of the legends is that he is the son of the Snow Queen, and I went ding dong,
Oh,
wow,
wow.
okay, he's the son of the Snow Queen. So I said, well, that really ties into what we're doing, and so I decided to pursue it some more and did a little bit more research, and a story started forming. Jack Frost is one of these characters that doesn't have his own story. He has cameos in various different movies. He is part of various different stories, but there's never really his own story, and there's never been a writer that just wrote his story. So that's free. That was like open reign for choreography, open reign
Yeah.
for storytelling and choreography. And it's just a matter of piecing together various different uh, informations, folklore, legends, and things, and trying to see how I can weave them all into a story that worked, so that I could just take as many of those as possible and see how I can create a story around it.
Yep.
And Dwight, my composer, was very good at that. He helped me all the way along. It was a total collaboration.
We're talking about Dwight B. Mickelson, and
Yeah.
he helped you. He created the score. This is all original music, by the way, and he helped you create the score for Thumbelina. Yep.
Oh yeah.
So you two
No.
have worked together a little bit. Uh, Nice guy, Hollywood composer, busy and creative. So I want to just throw in that California Contemporary Ballet is specializes in new work and new choreography. Am I correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Uh,
also this tie-in with Snow Queen. That is perfect. How about giving me a tiny little tale? Because I love the idea of this story. Jack Frost is an irritable, angry sort of guy, and he whirls up all these massive storms, and the fairies have had it with him, and they try and put him out, literally. Go ahead.
actually, some of the Norse folklore legends about Jack Frost actually depict him as a bit of a hero because he brings he brings the wintertime, and the winter is needed and necessary to keep waters flowing and streams going, and so they actually sort of celebrate him. And in other folklore legends, he's a big, he's almost like a god, and then there's others that definitely depict him more as sort of the nipping at your nose type of guy that does and plays all these tricks and pranks. So, the story of the beginning of our story is where he's basically in a town and he's doing all these pranks. He is nipping at people's noses and toeses and his toeses. He's nipping at the toes, and he's playing tricks on the town, and he's not a nice fella. But you also have a little empathy for him because he is rather lonely. He is by himself. He is unable to relate. And I always think of him kind of like a 2-year-old child who wants a lot of attention from others and isn't quite getting what he desires. He can't have the attention he wants from people, and he wants to relate to people. And so he's playing these tricks. And just to round it out, he sort of falls in love with one of the girls in the village, and she's not paying the attention to him that she wants, and so he decides, in fact, she gets really angry at him at one point. Even though she can't see him, she's a mythical being, she's a real person. He's totally unseen to the people of the village. But because she gets so angry at him and he gets it, he realizes that he is missing something, and he goes through a transformation. And that transformation relates to how he then becomes more heroic, and he ends up saving a town with who's attacking the village. The dragon is attacking the village, and he saves the town, and as a result he becomes more human and therefore also more visible. He also at some point gains a heart, and that gives him the ability to also relate better to others.
Jeez,
So
you got through a little Wizard of Oz in there with the heart thing.
Of course, doesn't every story have a little Wizard of Oz?
let me back up. Now that we've sort of whetted everybody's appetite, let me get down to some details, and then we'll carry on. We'll talk about the cast a little bit.
Sure.
Once again, California Contemporary Ballet. This is a world premiere of The Legend of Jack Frost, music by Dwight B. Mickelson, being staged 2 performances only at Glendale Community College Theater. Saturday, that's coming up real fast, Saturday, December 20th at 2 p.m. and Sunday, December 21st at 2 p.m. By the way, that's the winter equinox. You can't get any better than that.
Oh,
And
that was purposeful.
yeah, indeed. I remember your publicity. Indeed it is. So, I mean, it's going to be a magical period anyway, just because it is the equinox, the winter equinox.
Right.
Again, Glendale Community College, and for tickets, there's still a little time to get tickets to buy tickets in advance, which means you get a little break, $20, $25 if you go to the ballet's website. I'll give it to you, www.calballet.com, and that's CAL ballet.com, one word. www.calballet.com. You've got till the 19th to buy your tickets at $20 and $25, and then at the door they're $25 and $30. Again, Glendale Community College Theater, world premiere, The Legend of Jack Frost. Now let's talk about your company a little bit, the stars of this show. Your Jack Frost is Nicholas Zerman. Give me a little overview of Nicholas's career.
Well, Nick has been a student of my school since he was a young boy, and he's pretty much grown up with us. He entered our youth company, and now several years ago he actually joined our professional ranks. He's a professional engineer by day, and and we're very proud of him. He's a very masculine male dancer. And so our Jack Frost is not, the avatar type of guy that you see on the internet. A very different Jack Frost, a very masculine male dancer who, we're very proud to have him in the role because it just really works. His acting is great, and he really plays his role really well, really depicts it.
Wonderful. And also his love interest, his human love interest, who helps him find a heart, is Jacqueline Striker. How long has she been working with the company?
She too has she joined our school as a young girl, and was trained by me and by our teachers. She joined our youth company. She was with our youth company for a number of years until she went off to college. She went to Santa Barbara College. She did a tour of China with the college dance company there. She
Nice.
moved to San Francisco. She was in a number of professional companies there. And she moved back home about 2 years ago, and she's been with my professional company since then.
And let's talk about the two other characters, the dragon and the phoenix. The phoenix is Alyssa Michelle Thompson, and the
Correct.
dragon is Daniel Tran. Now, are they? How long have you known them, and what's the connection?
Alyssa too has been a member of our company for a very long time, as a child and youth company, and become a professional dancer. A beautiful aerialist. We also have aerial ballet in this. The phoenix is set on a hoop, and so she does a whole aerial routine, and she is a beautiful ballerina, and so all of that is combined in her role.
Yeah.
Daniel Tran is new to us this year, and he is a local in the LA area. I'm not exactly sure where exactly he lives, but in the LA area. And he is just a dynamite dancer. He plays the role of the dragon, and we are just so happy to have him on board. He's a very well trained, beautiful male dancer.
Give me a little visual idea of what people are going to see in terms of set design. How are you going to pull off this snowy, frosty event?
We have trees that are, frosted, and then trees that aren't, and we have beautiful, beautiful backdrops. We're trying to create depth mostly with the trees, because a lot of this is done outdoors. So it's not a lot of indoor, you're not going to see grand ballrooms or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Even the village is done outside, so we try to create mostly a woodsy outdoor atmosphere.
And throw at me part of what goes on is the village has two grand ballroom dancers. Tell me about those two guys, that couple.
Oh, yeah. Well, we have two dancers. Noelle North, she is a ballroom instructor, and we have this other gentleman named Bill Morrison, who is her partner, and both of them are beautiful ballroom dancers. Noelle actually helped me design the ballroom choreography. And it's not, again, it's all placed outside as if it was done in the outdoor court, mind you. And the dancers just go off in this whole ballroom dance. They're all waltzing, and the choreography is big and grand and has, many, many facets of twists and turns, and it's really beautiful.
Costuming is what, 19th century kind of thing? I'm imagining hoop skirts, but how close
No,
am I?
no, it's actually a more of a Renaissance period.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, because we have the dragon, and we have Snow Queen and Jack Frost, and a lot of mythical beings.
By the way,
We have fairies,
by
and we have a phoenix. It had to be Renaissance.
yeah, and by the way, you've given Natalie Grinna a little more work as the Snow Queen. She gets to make what do you call that? What is that? You know what I mean? A special
Well,
appearance.
she's making an appearance as the Snow Queen. She's got, although it's really interesting because honestly, the Snow Queen is very much involved in this ballet too, and honestly, she is dynamite in this choreography. It's Dwight's music. His music has a lot of turns and spins and dynamics, and she just knows how to create the drama of the Snow Queen in this ballet for sure.
Wow.
She's beautiful.
And she has to keep tabs on her son, Jack Frost, yeah? Listen, I think anything else I've forgotten? Anything you want to say
No,
about this
no,
production?
this is
Okay.
no, no. Just come.
Well,
You're gonna love it.
okay, we're gonna go through the information one more time.
Sure.
California Contemporary Ballet. Aerin Holt is the lady I've been speaking to. She is artistic director and choreographer. World premiere of it's so nice to have something fresh at Christmas time. No offense to Mr. Tchaikovsky and the Nutcracker or Petipa. The Legend of Jack Frost with music by Dwight B. Mickelson. Two performances only at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday, December 20th, and Sunday, December 21st at the Glendale Community College Theater. Looks like a nice space. I've seen a photograph of that stage area. The telephone number for tickets, if if you want to get on the horn right now, this is going to go out all throughout Southern California. The telephone number is area code 818. Phone number is 583-7406. Or online, if you hurry before the 19th, you can buy your tickets for a little less money at www.calballet.com. $20 and $25 is the pre ticket price by the 19th. At the door, tickets are 25 and $30. Aerin, I've spoken to you a couple times over the years. It's a great pleasure to see that you're busily creating new work all the time. Thumbelina, the Snow Queen. Now we've got this world premiere of The Legend of Jack Frost. Thank you very, very much for giving me a few minutes of your day.
No, thank you for giving me a few minutes. Thanks.
Okay, bye.